So you have a story about overdiagnosis?
Mm. So there was this guy, an older gentleman, and he had hoarseness for like 3 weeks.
Hmm.
So he calls his physician, and the physician's like, wow, there's a lot that could go wrong with that. And he's older and he was a smoker, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get a scan. So they do a screening, getting the lungs and the throat. The screening's big.
Hmm.
So it gets down here in the abdomen area. So the guy ends up having nothing wrong with his lungs or throat, but he has a tumor on his kidney.
Really?
Yes. So the physician calls him in and explains, you have a tumor on your kidney. It's protocol to do surgery, biopsy, and go that path, which could lead to surgeries and the whole 9 yards. The guy opts out. He says, I'm older. I don't want to go through it. Why don't we just keep our eye on it? Okay, we'll do a scan every six months. Right. Long story short, the guy dies 10 years later
Mm.
from pneumonia.
Wow.
So they do an autopsy. The tumor on the kidney was cancerous. It was positive. So this man lived 10 years with a tumor, a cancer tumor. 10 years.
Oh.
They autopsied the rest of his body. No signs of cancerous cells. 0. And so this is such a powerful story that highlights this whole epidemic we have of overdiagnosis. And it also downplays the sea monster because we've been so programmed to be scared of it, which is why I call it the sea monster. It's the boogeyman underneath the bed.
Hmm.
Everyone's scared of it. But yet this man lived another 10 years. And we don't even know how long he had it before that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if the tumor was the size of a golf ball,
Hmm.
so it didn't just show up as a golf ball. It had to show up small and grow and grow and grow and grow. So this man had to live 10 years doing the scans, having the anxiety, having the worry, having his family be worried. And all in all, it was all pretty much for nothing. In other words, they didn't need to know that the tumor was even there.
Hmm. That's interesting.
It's so astronomically controversial, everything I just said. It's so mind-blowing, and people will rebel against it because they've been programmed. You got to get tested. You got to get screened. Preventative medicine.
Hmm.
Well, this guy is just a perfect example that preventative medicine isn't what you think it is. And then you have to ask yourself, what are we calling cancerous cells? You know, like, is it, do we have to throw the baby out with the bathwater?
Hmm.
Or is it okay that you have a tumor with cancer cells? What if you don't know? What if everyone's walking around with one
Mm.
and nobody knows? This man came in for a sore throat and left with kidney cancer in one swoop, one fell swoop,
Yeah.
one appointment. Can you imagine?
Mm.
Doc, my throat is sore. Check me out. Give me a scan. And then oh, sorry, sir, you have kidney cancer. That's crazy.
Hmm.
I just came in for a sore throat. The kidneys are down here and my throat's up here. And so this further advocates head to toe healing. Just get healthy from head to toe. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, for your family. Just get healthy from head to toe and stop worrying about what's wrong. Because if you go and you get screening, they're going to find something. They're always going to find something. These machines, this technology is so powerful.
Yeah.
Some people go and get full body scans. You're always going to find a nodule in your lung. This happened to my mom. I'll never forget it. She gets her lungs scanned once a year. Why? Because she was a smoker back in the day. So in her head, she's like, oh, I was a smoker in my 20s. So I have to check in my 70s, you know,
Mhm.
because the baby boomer generation is brainwashed into that.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. Oh, they found a nodule and she's crying and she's a wreck, a complete wreck. I said, Mom, just, get off these foods. You'll be fine. 6 months later, there's no nodule. So it's not uncommon for us to get little nodules or little tumors, little cysts, and they go away. And it's not uncommon for us to have cancerous cells
Mhm.
and then they go away because it's just like having a cold. Your body fights it. So the body is doing the work. The body is the true healer. We just need to get the body healthy from head to toe and then just let it do its work. So,
I think getting test was like extreme help, like as far as like broken bones and stuff, like these massive tests. It was an extreme help, but it was also an extreme detriment because now we just zoom in, not even we, the medical association, they just zoom in for everything. It's just like everything is a microscope problem. We got to fix the leg. This is a leg issue, not a body issue.
right.
And that's just where we kind of just
We break it by zooming out.
yeah,
We zoom out and we look at the body as a whole unit.
exactly.
And that's where I came up with the whole head to toe thing. Just stop just being nerdy.
Mhm.
Stop being nerdy. You don't have to know everything about the knee. You don't.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to know everything about the eye. You don't have to be an eye doctor. You don't. Learn. If you know about the eyes, you should know about the toes. And you know about the toes, you should know about the teeth.
Mhm.
And you know about the teeth, you should know about the heart and the prostate and the knees and the ankles and the feet, head to toe. Let the body do its work. The medical monopoly is just making so much money. And the doctors and the nurses are all trained soldiers too. Oh, you need a screening. Oh, you need a test. Oh, you need a mammogram. Oh,
Mm.
you need a colonoscopy.
Specialist.
I'm not getting my colonoscopy.
Mhm.
You're supposed to get it when you're 45. I'm about to be 45. Now, do I have any polyps? I don't know.
Mhm.
And you know what? Don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't. I believe that my body is divinely designed to heal at all times.
Yeah.
And so if I do the right thing, stay off the poor four foods, take my 90 essential nutrients, do my postural therapy, make sure I'm not worrying about anything, make sure I'm good with my mindfulness, make sure I'm drinking water and, taking my 10,000 plus steps, having some sex. All right. I'm going to be healthy. So screw your polyps. Down with the polyps.
Mm. Down with the polyps.
Do you have a nodule? Maybe. Guess what? Don't care. It's such a hard concept for people to understand. It really is because they're just so programmed. And so they're going to view me as irresponsible or dangerous. Those are the two words that are going to come out. Well, that's irresponsible or that's dangerous. No. You know, nobody knew about this stuff 1,000 years ago. You know, they didn't die young from bad health. They died young because they didn't have toilets.
Mhm.
You know, they didn't have antibiotics,
Mhm.
which is the only drug that works.
Yeah.
Well, you can make a
Mhm.
case for morphine too, but that's like some emergency. I don't know how long it's going to take for people to get the message. I don't even know if we should be spreading the message.
Yeah. That's why I just let you talk.
Jumpstart your head to toe healing journey with the Dr. Reese book trilogy. Peace Over Pain is the cult classic that explains how head to toe healing works and how the medical monopoly doesn't. Reverse the Cause lays out the root causes to over 60 chronic conditions. And Dinner with Dr. Reese is a unique cookbook that contains 100 recipes without the destructive poor four foods. Together, all 3 books set you on a path to head-to-toe healing. Get yours today on Amazon, Audible, or peaceoverpain.com. Also, if you'd like to ask a question, tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Dr. Reese Live.